Welcome back to Matchday Minds, the home of football debates, big opinions, and the occasional hot take. Today, we are talking about my unpopular football opinions. This may divide a few fan bases, but let's get right into it. I'm going to target Arsenal. Now, they are top of the table, but my hot take, or my unpopular opinion, is they do not play good football. Their movement is sloppy, their build-up is predictable, and frankly, most of their results come down to individual brilliance from set pieces. I know that's obvious, but it's bad. Now, the fans are going to come to me and say, yeah, but we're top of the league. But unfortunately, league position does not mean you play good football or you are good. I said this back before Christmas to friends, maybe even on a previous episode, that this season is bad. All the top side teams are not doing good. And Arsenal are just quite frankly quite lucky that they're not, otherwise they would not be in this position. Now this is where it gets interesting. Arsenal fans will completely and flat out deny any criticism that comes their way. Oh, but we get to face low blocks, or we have to face low blocks every week. So does every other team. Doesn't mean any other team has to rely purely on this dark arts of delaying restarts and just Royal Rumble-esque corners or set pieces. Now, their main issue is they can't seem to unlock these low blocks. And why? Because their attack is not good enough. Gyökeres, unfortunately, is pants, and I've been quite open with this. I think he stinks. Martinelli, not great either. Saka, he is a shell of himself because his hamstrings are cooked. Now, watching the corners, it is literally like Royal Rumble. Everyone's on the goalkeeper, front post, back post. There's just no creativity in it. It's literally just force, snatch and grab. You cannot be a good side if your right back and centre back has more goals and assists than your entire front three. Now, you may agree or disagree, but my hot take is I do not think Arsenal are as good as people say they are. Now, this take is going to give me a lot of hate, but it's my opinion, and I will stand by it. Declan Rice is getting overhyped. Now, let me explain myself. £100 million player, is he worth it? In this market, yes. He is very good. I'm not saying he's terrible. Now, you strip away the corners and set piece delivery, is he better than Adam Wharton or Elliot Anderson? In my opinion, no. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Arsenal have a gem here. Declan Rice is a very, very, very good midfielder. But the admiration and the hype that this man gets is definitely not deserved. And I know you Rice fans will come at me, but it's my opinion. Now, you Arsenal fans, you can sit back on this one. You've had your time. My next point is that this World Cup this year, in the one in US, Mexico, and Canada, will be the worst one in history. The first point we have to make is the countries that the World Cup is being played in: Mexico, US, and Canada. In recent news, there has been cartel wars in Mexico. Do you think this is a country that's safe for football games? Even in the US, with the mad amount of crime, yes, there's crime in every country, but the gun laws in the States is not safe. Now, the infrastructure is not built for soccer. It is built for American football or NFL. Most of the cities won't even get funding from FIFA or their own government to adapt and build stadiums suitable. And if you have no suitable grounds, you don't have suitable matches to be played. So what's going to happen there? People have paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and pounds for games that may not even go ahead. Another thing is the weather in the States. Some places can get very, very, very hot. And a fact here, 10 out of the 16 stadiums in the US are at high risk of high temperatures. 10 out of 16. At least in the Qatar World Cup, they had built-in AC that could help combat this. Why can't the US do this? Now, another thing that I hate about American sports. The Super Bowl has it, the NBA has it. Cutaway ads mid-game. Now, yes, the matches with high heat will need water breaks, and this has been agreed, which is good. The players will need this. But what they're also allowed broadcasters to do cutaway ads during this time. which means people watching at home on the TV will just have to start watching ads instead of anything else. Yes, the World Cup's going to be played in the States, but they are trying to Americanize the sport that people around the world love and adore and can't wait for the World Cup to happen. But unfortunately, there is just no hype. Everything you see is negative about this World Cup. So, in my opinion, this will be hands down the worst one that will happen. So, if you did agree or disagree with anything that I said today, let me know down below in the comments. So, new here, please can you make sure you like, comment, and subscribe? Follow us on all social medias down below. My name is Connor. This is Matchday Minds. Take care.